This is One on One. We are pleased to welcome Mr. Bob Carr, who's the founder of an organization called Give Something Back Foundation, also the CEO and founder of Heartland Payment Systems, and he is also joined by his colleague, Joshua Meekins, who is a 2014 graduate of the great Villanova University and also a staff member of the Give Something Back Foundation. It is an honor to have both of you here. Bob, give people a sense of what the Give Something Back Foundation is and how you got started. I don't want to say started in it. This is you. You started. This is your fault, by the way. You decided that you wanted to give something back. Why?
I received a scholarship when I was a senior in high school a long time ago, and it always meant a lot to me. Not so much.
Excuse me for interrupting me. A whopping $250.
But it wasn't the money. It was the recognition and the fact that somebody believed in me enough to do that. I got a plaque, and I always thought someday I'm going to have enough money. I'm going to give back.
Who gave it to you?
The Lockport, Illinois Women's Club.
You'll never forget that, will you?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Not even close. Because when I wrote him a check for $5,000 some 40 years later, I got a note back from the president, and she let me know that it was the 100th anniversary of the organization and invited me to come in. I'd been the only person ever in 53 years to give back, which stunned me. It just shocked me. And they were just fun people to deal with and very interested in educating disadvantaged kids. And so I went ahead and gave them $100,000, and we started what is now the foundation.
The goal is to help young men and women have an opportunity to pursue education, primarily on the college level.
Right.
But in your case, it was on the high school level.
Yes.
At which high school?
Princeton Day School.
Which had something to do with helping you wind up
In college.
going to a wonderful
Yes.
university at Villanova. How many students to date?
We have about 440 students altogether through high school, through college, in college, or in high school.
What's the goal?
The goal is now 2,000 students through college, debt-free.
How much money are we talking about?
How much money?
How much money that we talking each student gets?
The student doesn't get any money. We pay the university $20,000 per student. They get to invest that money for on an average 6 years.
Wow.
And the interest plus that money plus Pell Grant and state funds is that's our program.
What did it do for you?
What did it do for me?
What did it do for you?
Opens up doors and gives you a lot of opportunities you wouldn't normally have.
Talk about it.
And especially for me, I was born in Trenton, New Jersey, raised in that school system, went to Princeton Day School. It gave me a lot of opportunities, both academically, athletically, and just throughout educationally. I had a lot more opportunities, a lot more places to visit, a lot more people to talk to, a lot of things I wouldn't have seen normally. Got to visit colleges, things like that.
So let me get this straight. So you find out that there's this guy that has this foundation,
Mm-hmm.
and he wants to help young men and women pursue their education because he wants to give something back because someone gave him an opportunity a few years before. And you think what?
I think I have to give back myself. You get this gift that you're not really too sure who gave it to you and why they gave it to you.
Did you know who he was?
At the time when I first received it, no.
You did not?
No. I later found out who he was and what the story behind it was. And then that intrinsically instilled in me, well, if he cares about me, why shouldn't I care about other people? Why can't I give back to these people who are giving back to me?
Is that part of why you hooked up with the organization?
Of course.
To give back?
Mm-hmm. I knew I wanted to give back after graduating from Villanova. I just didn't know how I wanted to give back.
Do you owe?
Do I owe? What do you mean by that?
Do
Sorry.
you owe? I don't mean any money, but do you owe something to give back?
Yes, I believe I do. I believe I'm not a self-made man. I believe I was helped to where I need to be. So I need to give back intrinsically from that.
Do you feel, maybe owe is a funny word, but do you feel an intrinsic responsibility to give?
I think that someone who's fortunate enough to be as successful financially as I've been able to be, I can't think of a better thing to do. It's not out of a sense of I owe, is a sense of what better thing can I do? Buy another house? Buy a Bentley? I mean, I'd rather see a kid go through college. It gives me great pleasure. So you could argue that it's my own self-interest. I love doing it. It makes me feel great, and I think it's a great use of money. It keeps me motivated.
I want to be clear, Heartland Payment Systems, describe it, because this is the company that's made a few bucks that has helped you do this.
It certainly has. Heartland is has been a public company. It just has been sold, actually, for $4.3 billion.
I'm sorry, what was the number you just said?
$4.3 billion. We started back in the 90s and built a really nice company and processes payments, electronic payments. Became number 5 in the country behind the big banks, and we just got bought out, and so we've raised our goals to help even more kids now.
Yeah, by the way, this book, Through the Fires, an American business story of turbulence, triumph, and giving back, is Bob Carr's book. If he has the time after this, I would love you to sit down one-on-one and talk to us a little bit about the book.
I would love to.
Because it's an extraordinary story. The students who graduate, the students who go through it, do you keep connected to them?
We do, and Steve, let me just say this. When we give these awards, I tell the kids 2 things. I say, you can never say for the rest of your life that you never got a break, because you just got a huge break. And all we ask of you is that when you graduate and you have time and or money to give back, that you give back, and that's how you're going to pay it forward.
That's what you ask.
We ask them to do that right on day 1.
Give something else back.
Give something back when you're able to do it.
What states are you in?
We've gone from 1 to 4 states this year, and we plan on going to a lot more. Started in Illinois, where I'm from originally, and we've added New Jersey, Delaware, and now Pennsylvania as 3 more states.
And a variety of schools, terrific schools you're connected to, right?
We're connected to 9 different universities now.
Shooting for 2,000 kids?
Yes.
When you were out there and you're meeting some of these young people who are comparable to you in age, just a little bit younger, what do you say to them?
I say you gotta want it. This is your chance to not have to worry about anything and just get your education and do what you need to do.
Yeah, but I'm curious about something. To what degree do you think the young people who receive this support, this help, feel more of a responsibility to work hard academically?
When you're doing your education, you're going through your work, you get those moments where you're not sure of yourself, but you know there's somebody who believes in you, and that person has believed in you enough to assist you this far, so you got to keep going.
How do the schools select them, Bob?
Well, we actually, Josh was in. We've had the number of iterations of this program for over the last 15 years. The program that Josh was in, we paid for his private schooling, which got him ready in a big way for a great school
in Princeton,
like Villanova. That's right. But now we pick 9th graders, and we assign mentors to the 9th graders, and mentor them through high school. Make sure they take an academic curriculum that'll get them through college. They have to get a B average. That's the requirement. They have to be in good stead, conduct-wise. And then we put them through school, room, tuition, and board for 4 years. And our kids graduate. We have 95% graduation rate for freshmen that start in college. And we have an 87% success ratio of 9th graders starting and finishing high school with a B average. The program works. It's just, I can't believe how well it's worked, frankly. And we're expanding it, and it might deteriorate a little bit at the numbers, but the numbers are so strong right now. It's a real pleasure to run this program.
You feel good about this?
I feel terrific about it.
You want other people to give back as well.
I sure do.
People.
I sure do, and a number have too.
You mind if I tell people again about the program?
Please do.
It's called the Give Something Back Foundation, and the founder is this gentleman right here, Bob Carr, who's the CEO and founder of Heartland Payment Systems, and Joshua Meekins, graduated from Villanova, the Wildcats.
Wildcats.
Right? 2014. I want to thank both of you for joining us and making a big difference in the lives of many. We wish you nothing but the best, and keep giving back and making a difference. You honor us.
Thank you, Steve.
Appreciate you being with us. Thank you, guys.